Hey up, fight fans, Jay's Fight Talk here. Quick preview video for UFC Abu Dhabi, which takes place this evening, Saturday evening, live from Abu Dhabi. The main event is Corey Sandhagen against Nurmagomedov and Umar Nurmagomedov, one of the Nurmagomedov clan. But I'm going to start at the prelim card. I'm not going to go through the whole card. I'm just going to highlight a few fights that I think are worth watching. First one is Jai Herbert against Rolando Bedoya. Interesting fight. Jai's coming off a couple of decent wins, and Bedoya is a decent fighter. I've seen him fight a few times. I think Jai Herbert should take this on points. I wouldn't be surprised if Jai stops him late on. I just think Jai is just a little bit better. In every area. I think his stand-up is considerably better, and I think that will pay dividends. Certainly in the second and third round, I see Jai taking this on points. The next fight seems a bit British biased, but we've got Jordan Vucenic making his UFC debut. British fans will know him from Cage Warriors. I think he was the Cage Warriors champion at lightweight. Guram Kutaladze, though, is who they have thrown him in against. Now, this is a tough matchup. Capable of beating Kutaladze, in my opinion. I don't think he will. I think Kutaladze is just a little bit better in every area. I think he's better on the ground. I think he's better on the feet. I think we could see a stoppage victory for Kutaladze here. I hope not. I really do want Jordan to win this, but I just fear that they may have thrown him in a bit too much too soon. But fingers crossed for the kid. Mazakhanov versus Menefield will be an absolute slobber knocker. I think someone's going to sleep within 3 or 4 minutes. I don't see this fight going to points. Now I've said that it'll probably go to points, but for me, I think we're going to see Menefield KO main card. So a couple of standouts, or a few standouts for me. We've got Mackenzie Dern against Lupe Godinez. Both pretty good at jiu-jitsu. I think Mackenzie Dern's Brazilian jiu-jitsu is a lot better, though. And I think if it goes to the ground, we're just going to see Mackenzie Dern do Mackenzie Dern things. Unfortunately for Mackenzie Dern, though, she's fallen in love with her hands. They're not as good as she thinks they are. And I think if she does start swinging, Lupe will catch her and will stop her. I think Lupe is going to win anyway. In my opinion, Lupe is just a better mixed martial artist. And I think that will come to the forefront towards the end of the fight. And I think it'll either be a late stoppage or we will see sort of 30-27, 29-28. We've got Marlon Chito Vera taking on the former bantamweight champion, flyweight champion, Davison Figueiredo at bantamweight. Now, a lot of people are saying that Figueiredo is going to be too fast, too slick for Chito. I don't think that. I think Chito is going to be too big, too strong for him. I don't think Figueiredo is a bantamweight. I think he's a flyweight. I think that's his natural weight division. I think he's too small for the bantamweight division. I think Chito's got a lot to prove coming off the back of the Sean O'Malley fight. It wasn't even close. I think we were all shocked. I expected it to be a lot closer than it was. Unfortunately for Chito, Sean O'Malley is on an upward trajectory to greatness, and he just came unstuck that night. No shame in that loss. I think he'll bounce back here, and I think we will see one of his best performances. I think he's going to shut up a lot of critics, and I think he's just going to go through Davison Figueiredo. No disrespect to Figueiredo, he is an absolute animal. Hits like a Mack truck. He's got Brazilian jiu-jitsu for days. I think he's a black belt, but I just think Chito Vera is a better fighter. It's that simple for me. So I think Chito Vera will win by stoppage in the third. We then have the Pirate, Sharafutdin Magomedov. Made the right balls of that, but it is what it is, against Oleksichuk. Now, I'm not going to say the names again, but I know both of them. They're both fantastic fighters. I'd love to see the Pirate against somebody like Hamzat, but I think it's a bit too early for him to be in those kind of fights. But yeah, I can't pick a winner in this fight. I really can't. I know that Alexinchuk's been brought in here as a pushover, but MMA maths doesn't work like that. I think this is going to be a really tough fight for Magomedov. Yeah, I say I can't pick a winner. I think Magomedov should win this, and could win this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way, because he's an absolute savage and he throws caution to the wind, so he could get clipped. Don't expect him to, but you never know. That's a good thing about MMA. There's that many ways to win, that many ways to lose, that every fight is competitive. Right, main event time. Corey Sandhagen, Umar Nurmagomedov. Corey Sandhagen, MMA fans know he's absolutely fantastic. He's only lost to the very best. And Nurmagomedov is a Nurmagomedov, so we know what he's about. He's about grappling, grinding you out, holding you down, tripping you up, strangling you, and beating the brakes off you in the Nurmagomedov way. I anticipate this fight to be fairly close for the first 6 or 7 minutes, and then I think Nurmagomedov's just going to have Sandhagen's timing. We saw how easily Aljo got to Sandhagen's back. Yeah, people will say that's an anomaly, but Aljo literally walked over, grabbed him, jumped on his back, did the backpack, and it was a human anaconda. I think Nurmagomedov's 10 times better in terms of grappling than Sandhagen. I think his Brazilian jiu-jitsu is pretty decent as well, but I think his MMA grappling is what's going to get him through this fight. I think he's just going to be constantly grabbing the hip, constantly trying the trip, and I think we will see a Nurmagomedov victory. I think he grinds out a points victory. I think it's going to be 30-27. As I said, it'll be competitive for 6 or 7 minutes, but I think once Nurmagomedov figures out the timing and he's not worried about what's coming back, he'll then start to pull away and we'll come away with a points victory. Let me know below in the comments what you guys think. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all again soon. Enjoy the fights.